Hello, you lovely lot. How are you doing? Come on in and let me know if you're around. If you are on a live, I would love it if you join me. Come on in and let me know if you're. We don't need two of me, do we? Just wanted to check that I was live in the right place. So come on in. Let me know if you're joining me live and where you're joining me from. How are you doing today? Likewise, if you are on the replay, I'd love it if you drop me a little hashtag replay. Let me know what you think of the cards and the tapping. And if you're thinking, cards tapping, what's this woman on about? Then you're probably new here and you're probably new to me, and you're very welcome if you are. Sorry, I've got a very annoying little tiny hair that's tickling me and I can't find it, and it gets in my eye and just annoys. Anyway, there you go. So if you are new to this page, that's not a great introduction to me, is it? My name's Emma Starling and I am a trainer and mentor in emotional freedom technique and evolved energetics. And as such, I train and certify and mentor people to become really, really good, safe, trauma-informed EFT practitioners who can help other people to find relief from the things that are challenging them, blocking them, upsetting them, keeping them stuck without reliving necessarily the details that caused the pain in the first place. So I teach EFT in a very somatic way, which means that we drop into the body and we follow the feelings and the sensations. So this is not clinical EFT. Clinical EFT, it would be what I would do with you using the same acupressure points that, excuse me, that will be done on a one-to-one basis using your words predominantly and honing in on what was going on for you. So we can't do that in this environment, but what we can do is tapping, which is using the same acupressure points. It's the same thing, but it just means that it's more affirmational. Now, there's a caveat here. Affirmational tapping will not, if you rely on it solely, it cannot fix issues. But what it can do is give you a shot of relaxation. Whenever you do it, it can calm any sort of latent stress response in the body. It can give you a shot of calming hormones that get released when you do it. It can calm your brain waves and it can reconnect this prefrontal cortex that can go offline when we get stressed, which means we can't think straight, we can't make decisions, we struggle to be creative and intuitive and all that jazz. So if that is resonating for you, you might love this. Okay. So what we do is we pull a card from an oracle, an affirmation, or a tarot deck. And today I'm using the Soul's Journey cards again from James Van Praagh. It's a lovely deck. And the card that came out is acceptance. I am learning to accept the things I cannot change. Now, if you're not into cards, don't worry about it. Just think about it as what we're going to focus on and the words that we're going to use to tap. Likewise, if you love cards, you will love this. So I'm going to just have a quick look and capture anything else that's going on in the book to read out to you. And then we're going to focus on how you feel about this, accepting the things that you cannot change, because there will be a reaction in the body that you have, whether that's a hell yeah, whether that's resistance, doesn't matter. And we're going to tap on that for you, right? So it says, right now, your soul is learning acceptance. This may force you to feel out of control in a situation with another person in your life. Just realize that the universe has given you this incredible opportunity to release control. I can feel the clenching already. Perhaps doing so will help you realize that there is a rhythm, a rhyme, and a reason to everything in life. So rather than thinking that these are accidents that are occurring, refer to these conditions as moments of divine design. Maybe it's a person or a situation that you don't agree with right now. For the moment, instead of having a knee-jerk reaction based on an emotional response, step back, observe, and make an attempt to understand both sides of the equation, which is an incredible gift for you to practice tolerance, grace, and patience. Realize that although you have come to accept a situation or condition, it doesn't necessarily mean that you are condoning a behavior or that you support it. You see it for what it is, and you recognize that there is something rich to learn from it. So I'm going to invite you to say this affirmation, this mantra out loud, and see what happens in your body when you do. I am learning to accept the things I cannot change. What happened? Did you get some resistance? Did you start to feel like, yeah, but I can't do that because they're wrong and I'm right and blah, blah, blah. Did you get all that? Or did you feel kind of an acceptance, like a, yeah, actually, that's true for me? Whichever way, it doesn't matter. We're still just going to tap this in and See how you feel afterwards. So just notice any areas of clench, tension, tightness, discomfort in the body when you think about this or when you say it out loud. And then follow me around with two fingers on your eyebrow first and just repeat after me. I am learning to accept the things I cannot change. Outside of the eye. I am learning to accept the things I cannot change. Take some deep breaths if there feels like there's some resistance coming up under the eye. And if it's hard for you to say, I am learning to accept, say, I'd like to learn to accept the things I cannot change, right? I am learning to accept the things I cannot change. Under the nose. I am learning to accept the things I cannot change. On the chin. I'd like to learn to accept the things I cannot change. Collarbones. I am learning to accept the things I cannot change. Under the arm. I am learning to accept the things I cannot change. Top of the head. I am learning to accept the things I cannot change. All right, take a nice deep breath. Just notice how you feel now. So you can test it by saying that mantra out loud again. I am learning to accept the things I cannot change. And just notice whether that clench, that tension, tightness, discomfort in the body, notice whether it got less. Sometimes it can get tighter, it can get worse because we're actually hitting the nail on the head and we're giving a voice to the truth of how you feel, or we're hitting a sore point, right? So just make a note of that, maybe journal on it, do whatever you need to do to deal with that. Oftentimes what you will find is that the clench around it, the resistance, the kind of emotional charge, it lessens, and that might just be after only one round. Okay. Now, again, as I said, that's not strictly speaking clinical EFT. I do teach clinical EFT, but also, we're tapping on the same acupressure points. So the effect in the body is still the same. And because we talked about what that affirmation meant, and I taught you how to tune in to how you felt about that, you still get quite a good result with this, even though if it was just me saying, right, go away and pick an affirmation and say it over and over, we hadn't done the prep. We hadn't tuned into what it means for you. We hadn't dropped into the body to identify any resistance to that and explained and set the context, right? So we've shortened the gap a little bit. But I'd love to know in the comments what you think. I've got a couple of people watching now. Let me see if we've got any comments. Hey, Lucy. Hi, Tracy. Great to see you. I hope you're well, my love. Now, I'm going to be promoting this over the next few days. So every time I do the daily tap, I'm going to talk about this because it's very important to reach the people that this needs. Okay. In June, 17th, 18th, 19th, and 20th of June, I'm doing a fast track level 2, so intermediate EFT training certification. So you'll do 4 days with me in Scunthorpe, just up the road. And then you would complete a written exam, which isn't very long and it's not particularly difficult. And then you would submit 10 case studies. So 3 people, 3 sessions each, and 1 on yourself. And then we have a supervision call and we decide if you're ready. And I certify you. I've been certified since 2017 to certify other people in emotional freedom technique. And my trainings are fully accredited through the Complementary Medical Association because I am an approved training college of theirs. So if you are looking to go deeper, if you are really drawn towards EFT, you can either do the fast track training with me in June, or you can join my academy and you can pay over 12, 18, or even 24 months if that helps you. Okay. So if that resonates, please do let me know. By fair exchange, I would love it if you would get this video into the hands of somebody who you think it might help today, or share it with integrity on either your profiles or on a page or a group somewhere, or invite and tag a friend to come and join us. Please also make sure that you've liked and followed any page where you are consuming this, because it helps me get the message out as well. And it helps you know when I go live again. And the more you show up, the more you comment, the more social media will put me in your feed so that you don't miss anything. Okay, it's just the way the algo works. So with that, I'm going to leave you to your day. Have a great one, and I'll see you again tomorrow on the day.